'Twas the night before Stitchmas, and there on the chair sat a panicking knitter with no time to spare. The stockings were hung by the sink, dripping wet. She'd blocked them that morning and they hadn't dried yet. The kids had retreated to bedrooms at last, with the threat of no presents and a Santa bypass. The husband shirked nervously back in his seat. Each click of her needles caused mounting retreat. The gift in her lap was the 10th of the season. 12's fine if I start in September, she'd reasoned. The room's tension crackled along with the fire. Even the cat had begun to perspire when out on the patio came such a great blow as to startle the knitter and stop her mid-row. The husband leapt up to find the source of the racket and knocked the Maltesers all out of their packet. Outside, all was still. But then on the roof came the clattering sound of runner and hoof. The pair were alert as more silence descended, until with one crashing thump, their night was upended. There in the hearth lay a jolly Saint Nick. He'd arrived in a haze of ash, dust and brick. A shriek from the husband and a loud shit from her. Nick's sudden appearance had caused quite a stir. None had expected this festive tableau. Two faces, bewildered. The other, aglow. Oh, buggering bollocks! Oh, goddamning piss it, for fuck's fucking sake, you bastarding dipshit! Look what you've done, you son of a bitch! You just made me drop a twatting great stitch! A long pause, then a chuckle, though it sounded uneasy. It wasn't mince pies that were making Nick queasy. Aware that his entrance had caused quite a farce, he rose to his feet and dusted his arse. He glanced toward the spot where the stockings should be, and with barely a pause turned round to the tree. His present delivery was surprisingly sprightly. He'd sensed the mood and was wont to tread lightly. His job almost done, he turned to the chair, twinkling eyes catching sight of the gifts that lay there. "How lovely," he said, admiring a hat. "My Nan crocheted things that look just like that." Oh, he knew it was wrong once he'd said it, and squirmed and backed slowly away as her countenance turned. "What did you call it?" Her tone remained flat. "Get out of this house, you fat, bearded twat." He sprang toward the chimney and grabbed at his nose. Her insults swirled round him as upwards he rose. Footsteps haphazard, he ran to the sleigh. The reindeer were primed to bolt up and away. But they heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Merry Stitchmas to all, and Jesus Christ, that bitch is crazy." Happy holidays, pickles.